And this is a bad thing. Probably have to get a new vacuum gauge. It's a love-hate relationship with these clamps. Okay, I hate these clamps again. Ah! And look, this little rubber piece got stuck from the other one. Man, you see, on pressure moments, I fold, I bind. Let's go ahead, start putting all this in place. Put this in. The bottom one, I'm actually gonna move it up here. If we can find another clamp, it's just gonna be easier changing the top one rather than the bottom one. Because think about it, then everything's gonna drain out. Let's get our hoses. Let's start moving stuff from one to the other. So we got hose one. Man, everything's dropping. Now what we gotta do is move this one over here. Man, this is like a bomb. I don't want it to go off. These are gonna be different ones. The hose diameter on this one, look at that. I'm a dummy. Holy smokes. This one won. Let me make a call real quick because I really don't like these clamps. And that clamp went somewhere that is down there. I can get in a second, but I really don't like that clamp. Let me see if I can get this one from the dealership. Am I overthinking this?
A few moments later.
Well, my idea is shot. Called the dealership and yeah, they don't have it in stock. This sucks. I had an idea and it just freaking blew up in my face. At least they're getting a brand new hose. That's the important thing. They don't have to be cutting stuff off. We're gonna see if this works. Okay, I hate these clamps again. It's a love-hate relationship with these clamps. All right, now this makes sense why they put it on this side. It gets in the way of everything. You put it on the corner. All right, perfect. She's in there. All right, look how easy this just clips on, and this is what I like about this. Just bam, and then you put the protective cover. Next is gonna be this end, and then we can start putting everything back on. There you go. These are a little bit harder because they're just a little bit bigger, so you gotta walk them in there. There you go. Once they're in there, put the tab. Okay, both of them are in there. Now we gotta get the lower shroud in place. It's because it's been sitting down here. Now we can put the top part on. So these are gonna be pretty simple. We're gonna push it. We're gonna put them in and push it down. This one is missing the back one. Let me see if I can find something. We got a couple of these. Just gonna give them a try. Don't know which one's gonna work. Perfect. We got one that worked. After that, we just gotta put these on right here, and we're almost there, dude. Before I go any further, I do want to clean something up. This throttle body looks really dirty, and I feel bad if I don't do something about it. Let's get some cleaner and clean that up. I want to show you before and after so you can see how it looks. So we're gonna go ahead and clean up this throttle body, and what I'm gonna be using today is gonna be this Berryman's B12. And as you can see, throttle body cleaner, pretty cool stuff. Actually, really cool thing about this is I just came back from Dallas and I did a Berryman's tour. I can just tell you this is amazing, dude. This company has been out since 1918. It's a family owned business, has like 20 employees in there. I'm gonna put some shorts out there, man, so you can check that out. Pretty cool stuff, man. And on top of that, they're a Texas company. So we're gonna clean this sucker up. Make sure that the key is off when you do this. But what I like to do on these, go ahead and stick something right there. So if something happens or something would happen, it doesn't chop off my finger. I'm gonna see how dirty it is. Ooh, I can feel the gunk in here. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Man, look at that. That's just coming up from the top, and that's the top part of the throttle body. I like my fingers. I don't want them to get cut off. And this is the part that goes down, so if I can just put something there, oh my God, that one was dirty. If I can just put something there to protect myself, I will do that. And you're probably gonna write, well, Oz, why didn't you just disconnect it? And I was just like, look, dude, the thing is, there's gaskets down there, there's this and that. This is just something I just kind of added to it. And if I can put a screwdriver right there and save a little bit of time, I'm gonna do that. All right, so overall, this is kind of the inside of it. Now I'm gonna get another one and do the outer layer just so I can look nice and beautiful. You can do a little bit right here, just kind of spray it in there. And as you can see, this one wasn't as bad. We got that out the way. Let's finish up. Let's do the rest of the stuff. Hopefully the customer appreciates it. But let's go ahead and finish this up, and we're gonna do the hoses right now. All right, so to do the hoses, I'm gonna lay one here and one on top. And then we're just gonna go ahead and start moving stuff around. We're gonna grab these clamps right here. Damn, I'm always kind of scared when I'm moving these around. I just want to make sure like doesn't ricochet and hit me when I have them in the same place. Sweet. So now we have a couple more things that we got to move over, and these are gonna be the fun ones to take off. Hopefully we don't break this. It's gonna be like one-time use only. And has anyone taken these off without breaking this? This is the question. There's a little thing right here, but remember, this has been in here for years. Heck yeah. All right. Oz 1, hoses. They're still winning. This one's going to be a little bit easier. This is just teeth that kind of go in there. Okay, I'm not going to talk too early because this can break anytime. Okay. Now the last one, the final boss. It's going to be this one right here. Oh, man. I was already cracked. I'm just gonna put it right there. There you go. All right, sweet cakes. We can just stick this right here. I had to do that, dude. I had to do that. Then put this one on here. No, it still needs to hook to
And spit on that thing. You get me?
All right. Then we can move this. Bam. Man, this is one thing I hate about these sometimes is that they won't go in their home. Going over that first part. Awesome. Finally got that sucker in. Now let's get this side. Oh man, the finish line is so close. Let's see if we don't have to walk this one in. Got our radiator cap so we can kind of just lay that right there. My main thing is fixing up that little piece that came off. Remember, that sucker was glued on there. My clumsy hands messed it up. So once I fix that up, we'll put it back together. And then after that, there's two options that we can do right here. We can do a pressure test, or even better is gonna be a vacuum test. I'd rather do the vacuum test because it kills two birds with one stone. Why does it kill two birds with one stone? Let me explain to you. It's gonna pull a vacuum in the whole system, and basically if there's a leak, it won't hold the vacuum. And then after that, it actually sucks in the fluid. Basically, it checks for leaks, and on top of that, it fills up the system. How's that not cool? The other one is filling it up, and if there's a leak, I have to drain everything out. I don't want to do that. I'd rather do the vacuum, because with the vacuum, if there's a leak, then we can try to look for it. Let's fix that piece up, and then after that, finish up the rest. Let's do this. While we let that little piece cure. As you can tell, English wasn't my first language. I mess up way too much. So we're gonna let that cure, and then now we're gonna go ahead and put this on. Am I considered first gen because I wasn't born in United States. It's actually born in Mexico. My dad and my grandpa came from Mexico, and they're working in the fields. They worked in the fields in Fresno, California, provided for my family in Mexico, which my uncles became lawyers over there and doctors, while my dad was busting his butt over here, making sure that his little brothers would live a good life. But they're lawyers and doctors in Mexico. We're the only ones that actually stayed over here and came back, or actually just stayed. A little bit of backstory on myself. Where's the master flow sensor connector? There you go. Put that in place, tying up everything. I do notice that this is not all the way in, but I do have a passion for both countries. United States, where I was raised, in Mexico, where I was born and my family's from. And I appreciate those two countries. It makes me who I am. I appreciate the sacrifice my dad made and my grandfather made. So now, what's next? we're literally right in the finish line. I feel like we're just about to cross the line, and we're pretty much almost done. Next, what we need to do is get our vacuum tester. Just to let you know, the gauge is messed up. I'm going to show you how to figure out if it's working or not. So whenever we pull a vacuum, it's going to take all the air out. So the hoses, they kind of go down and get a suction in them. And you know that there's a leak if once you get the suctioned hoses, they go back to normal. That's what we're gonna do right next. I just gotta bring my air compressor because my previous shop had one, this one doesn't. So let's do that. I gotta bring the air compressor right here, turn it on, and then after that, hook up our vacuum gauge so we can finish this up and give this vehicle back to the customer. This sucker is empty, so let's fill her up, get her ready. Now let's get to this. You're probably making fun of me, Oz. Why do you have like a painter's freaking tank right here? Well, first of all, I do paint on the weekends, okay? So that's why. I do construction as well. I'll see if I can put some posts right here. I've done some poker tables. I did a gazebo with my dad. So yeah, I do that kind of stuff. But going back to this right here is our matte gold tool that I've been having for a long time. As you can see, it looks like someone shot it with a pellet gun, or someone just got really malicious and started poking it. I don't know how this happened. I did have some workers working for me, and after a while they just said, hey, this is not working anymore, and now it just hasn't been the same anymore. So now I don't know if it's going left, is it going right, or what. Oh, there, 0. Well, let's see if this works, because it hasn't been like this in a while. So what we're gonna do is get our adapter first, and I have my adapter somewhere. So we're gonna get our adapter, remove our radiator cap, and go ahead, put that sucker in there. And then we're gonna go and put our actual vacuum one right here. Make sure that's nice and tight. And then we're gonna get our hose and hook it up to this end. Make sure that these are closed, open, close, open, close. One side is gonna be for the actual vacuum, and the other side is gonna be for the fluid that's gonna be sucking in. Right now, it's not getting anything. It's pulling the vacuum right now. And what I like to do, I like to get it all the way to the green if possible. Oh man, this is the first time it actually works. We're gonna get it to 25, and then after that, we're gonna close it. All right, so now what we like to do right here is actually keep an eye on this and see if it drops. And I see a pretty, and like I told you about the hose. Look at this hose. Do you see how it's nice and flat? If we had a leak, this would actually start puffing up. Man, and this can pick up minuscule leaks. This one has hoses right here, the little ones for the radiator or for the heater core. I felt like when I moved that, it moved a little bit. Once I touched that one, that's when it did move. And it's still moving. This is already going straight to the red. So we can say that there's a small leak somewhere, and that's what I need to find. I'm just trying to tighten up all these. All right, right now we are right before the little hole right there. It looks like a BB shot it. I'm gonna see, I just literally tightened up all the little clamps, and this is a bad thing. This right here is so small. It's gonna be hard to find this little leak. It can actually be leaking from this right here, something that's not sitting on there right. Let me recheck this one more time. As you can see, man, it's still holding this pressure right here. This is crazy. Now it's been stuck in the little hole right there. After tightening everything up, I feel a little bit better now. So what we can do is we're gonna go ahead and start filling this sucker up. This used to have a little filter, it doesn't have it anymore. You're probably asking, Oz, why are you putting nothing but concentrated fluid in here? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fill this one up with concentrated fluid. The next one's gonna be water. And then after that, we're gonna 50-50 on the last can. Use your brain. All right, here it goes. It's been stuck on the little hole right there. I like that. After we did all that, now we can start flowing it in. How cool is this, man? Checking if there's leaks, vacuum, and doing this at the same time. Whoever built this, thumbs up. So this is gonna start filling up the system. All right, put some water. And what we can do as well, redundant check, but we can actually do this. I'm gonna show you both ways. The good thing is that this is all brand new. I'm gonna go ahead, recharge this because the tank went low. Make sure that there's no leaks. I'm gonna keep it at 13, 14, 16. The main thing is I want to show you both of those. After this, we can look around, make sure that there's no leaks actually coming out from anywhere. And you get to see the best of both worlds. How one was a vacuum, it sucked it all in. Got to check if there's any minuscule leaks. And this one as well, we can actually see right here, and then we can look at different areas. There's two differences when it comes down to a pump and a vacuum. Pump is pushing stuff in. So sometimes I've noticed this, that one would show a leak, one would not show a leak. Depends on the seals. Let's go ahead, turn this back on because I want to finish this up. All right, as you can see right here, that has not moved. It's been right at the middle. I have not seen any leaks or anything like that. So is there a good chance that my vacuum probably needs some servicing. I would probably think so, because yeah, this has not moved at all. I have not seen any leaks. I've been searching everywhere to see if there's anything that's dripping. But the good thing is, remember, I have warranty on this. So something happens, my customer can call me and say, hey, Oz, it's leaking somewhere. But that's why you do those two methods. You can have the pressure test, plus you can have the vacuum test. I think one of my sponsors, Top Down, if you want to step up your game in the automotive field, go to Top Down US to check out their tools that they have available. I use the Phoenix Max, one of my favorite tools. And if you want to step up your game, go check out the various amount of tools that they have on there. Go to Top Down US and get yourself. What we're going to do, I do want to finish this up. I want to do the vacuum to get all the air out of here and put all the coolant inside. And we're almost done, man. You're done with me after this. Let's pull the vacuum. Cool. I need a new hose. We are going to go ahead. And sometimes you can actually hear from the vacuum. All right, so we can go ahead and fill this sucker up. Remember, first one was fully concentrated. Second one was water. And then the third one was 50-50 mix. And then we have a fourth one over there if we need to fill it up the rest. Probably have to get a new vacuum gauge from Matco, because I really do like that tool, man. It's an amazing tool. All right, and I think we are done. Is that the right fill level right there? We can take this off. What I like to do is put this up and then let the rest drip down. As you can see, it's dripping down. Remove this cap, put our brand new radiator cap on there, and make sure that we clean all of the leaks or spills that we got around here. So let's do that first. I don't want to be too messy, dude. Be like, man, Oz, that's one thing that you are. You're an extremely messy guy. Gotta start doing some Eric O quotes. There you go, or something like that. Who lives in the pineapple under the sea? All right. I actually went to go watch it with my son. It was a really good movie. I enjoyed it. All right. What's next? Turn her on. Make sure that we're not touching anything, hitting anything, doing anything like that. And then I think we should be A-okay. We should be done. Almost forgot. Told you I was gonna get this sucker squared away. I think they used super glue the other time. This one I used epoxy. That's a lot better. It's gonna be stronger. Man, I've never seen actually someone use this, but now I want to turn on the vehicle. Let's get this one done. There you go. Huh, sounds like an exhaust leak. I'll let them know about that. Coolant levels look pretty good. So there we go. Let's turn this sucker off. What'd you think of this? Did you like this video? I don't know. I just wanted to try something different. I've always wanted to do a life of Oz Mechanics or talk about the whole thing. I don't know if this is going to be too long, but it lets you go in a glimpse of my life right here. As you saw, we went from checking it out in the beginning, ordering the parts, putting on the parts. And there are some dead spots here and there. You know what? Sometimes I just like to stay quiet and think to myself. Most of the times I just have podcasts that's playing, but I didn't want to do that because copyright stuff. So what do you think on this one? Do you want to see more of this? Do you want to see more of the back, what do you call it? Back scene, back door, behind the scenes, back door, behind the scenes stuff where I'm doing more of this stuff right here where you get to see none of the mess ups. Right here, you got to see a pretty good amount of the mess ups. So there you go. If you do like this video, please put a big thumbs up and don't forget to hit that notification bell to get all brand new videos coming out from Oz Mechanics. I want to see what I can do, man. Right now, we're trying to make a switch. I think my last three videos, I think combined only had like 5,000 views. That's pretty bad. What am I doing wrong? Comment down below, let me know, and then we can go from there. Do y'all want more drama? Do y'all want different things? Do y'all want like more POV? Do you want like Chris fix stuff? I'm trying to be my own person. I'm trying to do what I can and not copy others. But you are the subscribers. You're the ones watching. So let me know down below what you think and what you want to see. I'm done ranting. I'm going to send this vehicle off. It's going to go to the customer. Y'all take care. Y'all have a nice day. Goodbye.